What are you running for?
I'm jogging.
You jogging?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think I broke a cram? I didn't do
I
anything.
don't know. How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
Why are you stopping me?
You what?
Why are you stopping me?
Well, we just had a robbery down there, and
Where?
you kind of matched the description. You got some ID on you? No? How old are you?
17.
17. Well, where do you live?
Apartments.
What's your name?
I don't want to tell you.
Huh?
I don't want to tell you.
Well, have a seat then, because I'm gonna get it where you one way or the other. You understand what I'm saying?
Why?
Because you're not identifying yourself to me, and I'm investigating a crime. Sit down on the ground.
No. But my name's Andrew.
Huh?
Andrew.
Have a seat on the ground. Right now. I'm gonna light your ass up. You're not complying. No ID. I'm investigating a robbery. You're running from that area. Okay?
Yeah. I'm just jogging.
You might be.
Showing boy 15 on the day.
It's a law that you have ID on.
I'm 17.
17's an adult.
Send them that,
And our taxpayers in the city, they pay a high price for taxes, and to have this type of dysfunction, not just from the other branches of government, but also from the bank actively working against the mayor to gain access that I'm supposed to be contracted to have access to. And to know that when we went to the bank and we were invited in to be told to go sit down, have a cup of coffee, and enjoy yourself in the conference room, to do such and be greeted by questions of why you're here, what's going on. Well, we came because we had a six-figure check to deposit, and we had some questions related to our account. And the terms and conditions say very clearly we are supposed to have this type of strong relationship where we can do our banking and get our work done. But an hour and a half into the conference room, waiting, course events turned, got hungry, ordered some pizza. And everybody that knows me, I like to eat good food. So everybody, just if you want to have some good food, come on and visit us in Mount Vernon. But nonetheless, we ordered some pizza because we were in there for an hour and a half waiting for our representative to come back. And when our representative finally came back, after three conference calls, with people outside the office, our banking rep came in. We went through the terms and conditions. We identified the path of resolution, what we need to get done to make sure that the people in Mount Vernon are protected. When we opened the door, there's a whole storm of people flurrying around. And one person said, he has a gun. And it's kind of like, what? What? Because when we came, we announced who we were. We made it clear that the mayor travels with security for security purposes. And there was never any pushback, any surprise with that. But to know that someone kind of took our visit out of context and made a phone call to the police on a mayor of a city that has over $250 million worth of transactions with the institution, it's really upsetting, it's disturbing, and it's unacceptable.
Huh? Can you tell me what I did wrong?
Okay. Shut your car off.
What I do wrong?
Shut your car off.
Come on, shoot me.
Shut your car off.
He wanna shoot me.
Got a gun.
Where?
Gun.
Where?
Shut the car
Where?
off.
Where? My hand in the air.
Shut the car off. Shut
Nah,
the car
hey,
off.
come shut the car off. I ain't moving my hands. He trying to shoot me. He trying to shoot me.
Shut the car off.
Nah, I ain't moving. No, my hand in the air.
Shut the car off.
My hand in the air. My hand in the air. My hand in the air. My hand in the air.
Need units at Midland Heights.
My hand in the air. My hand in the air.
All you had to do is drive up.
What I was doing? What was I doing? What was I doing? My hand in the air. My hands in the air. Shoot
Failure
me.
to comply with the lawful
Shoot
order.
me. My hands in
I'm
the
not
air.
going to shoot you, but you're not going to move those hands.
My hands in the air. My hands in the air. You telling me to shut my car off so you can shoot me? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now.
That major outrage this morning after a behavioral therapist was shot by an officer after he held his hands in the air, lying on the ground, his patient with autism sitting right nearby. ABC's Gio Benitez has more on this story. Good morning to you, Gio.
Amy, good morning to you. That new video taking social media by storm overnight. The unarmed black behavioral therapist shot by police on the streets of Miami. And police say it all started when they got a call about a man threatening suicide. Watch, just moments before the shooting, you can see 47-year-old Charles Kinsey, his hands raised in the air. The video released overnight by his lawyer. Kinsey in the yellow shirt works at an assisted living facility. And the man at his feet is a 23-year-old with autism who ran away from the group home. Listen as Kinsey talks to police. Kinsey even tries to calm the young man with autism. At some point, one of the officers shoots Kinsey, but he survives and speaks with Fox station WSVN from his hospital bed, recounting what he told that officer.
And I'm telling him again, sir, it's no need for a firearm. I'm unarmed. He's an artistic guy. He had a toy truck in his hand. When he hit me, I'm like, I still got my hands in the air. I said, no, I just got shot. And I'm standing there, I was like, sir, why did you shoot me? And his words to me, he said, I don't know.
You have a gun in your hand.
Yes, I do, because you're not listening.
You have a fucking gun
You
in
have
your
a weapon.
hand. I don't have a
Drop
weapon.
the weapon. Drop it.
I don't have a weapon.
Drop it now.
Focus on me. What are you doing? Focus on what do you mean? Focus
Drop
on
it
you. There's
now.
fucking 6 of you.
Just drop it.
Really? This is my property.
We're not going anywhere. You need to drop it. I haven't confirmed that yet. I told you I'm investigating a trespass. You didn't give me your address.
2333. I live in room 304.
That's the first time.
And
Have a
all of
seat.
You are fucking threatening me on my property. I live here.
Hey, listen.
I'm a resident
The first thing
of
you need
this
to do is
fucking
drop
property.
that item.
I'm picking up garbage from my fucking dorm. I go to school here.
Drop it. Just
I go
drop
to
it and
school
sit.
Here. Don't fucking tell me what to do. You guys don't have a goddamn fucking right to be doing this to me.
Sit down.
I'm a
and drop
citizen
it.
of this country.
Now to that backlash over that arrest caught on camera. A Miami police officer seen on video kicking a suspect in the head while he's already on the ground in handcuffs. The incident is under investigation this morning, and ABC's Victor Okendo is in Miami with the story. Good morning to you, Victor.
The case sparking outrage. 2 Georgia police officers fired after video surfaced on social media showing them punching and kicking a man in the head who was handcuffed on the ground. But tonight, one attorney claiming that video may be misleading. Here's ABC's Adrian Bankert.
Tonight, hit and kicked in the face by police. The man assaulted on video, now calling for those officers to be charged as criminals.
Punched, tased, kicked in the head, and incarcerated for no reason. I am a law-abiding citizen whose rights were repeatedly violated.
Demetrius Hollins was pulled over outside of Atlanta, the situation escalating quickly. Watch as one witness captures video of Sergeant Michael Bongiovanni hitting Hollins. Already on the ground and handcuffed, another person records Officer Robert McDonald's stop on the 21-year-old's face.
Make no mistake, what they did was a crime.
Making sure, okay?
Let me go one more time, get my ID.
All right.
Come on, y'all, please, please.
Nope. Don't even resist.
That's fine.
Okay, ready. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. And don't resist. Get on the ground. Lay on your stomach. Lay on your stomach. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Got his arm. No, I got it. Stop resisting. Just lay on. Stop resisting. Help it. Come on, man. Stop resisting. not gonna win. Relax. Stop resisting. Get your arm out. Relax. Get your arm out. Relax. Get your arm out. Get your arm out. He's still fighting. Oh, wait. Wait. Put your arm. Don't resist. Stop resisting. Good? Yep. Get your arm out. Bring it out. Get your arm out. All right. Relax. Relax. You snoring? Yeah, just get an ambulance. Turn him over on his side. Oh, baby. Let's get an ambulance. Try to play. Go, Tim. Go, Tim.
374 slowing down.
It was a tense scene in upstate New York last April as Ramapo police can be seen on dashcam video approaching a car filled with 4 passengers wearing bulletproof vests. Guns drawn, all signs pointed to a serious situation.
All other units with caution. All other units with caution.
The video shows one person getting out of the car with his hands up. Minutes later, audio from a second dash camera reveals the situation is not what it appears.
Hey, all units that are not at that location, you can disregard.
The car's occupants are 4 New York State parole officers out executing a search warrant. Those officers say they were stopped because they are African American.
There's no doubt if I was Caucasian that I would not be standing here.
All 4 officers say they immediately identified themselves to Ramapo police, were wearing their shields, and offered to show identification.
No matter what we did to show or verify that we were, the aggressive treatment continued.
I was violently pulled out of the vehicle, and I was slammed against the vehicle.
The parole officers filed a civil suit against the Ramapo Police Department and the city, alleging their civil rights were violated.
Okay, gear down for this one. We're going to show you some video that is really disturbing, distressful. Police in Hammond, Indiana, smashing a car window and using a taser on the front seat passenger. All of this just starting out from a routine traffic stop over a seatbelt. What may be a little different from some other things you may have seen, 2 kids were in the back seat when all of this happened, and you can hear as this unfolds how traumatized they were. Have a look.
Yes, my mom. No, I'm not making it worse now. I'm scared for my life. Because he just pulled a gun on us and we don't have a gun.
Just so you know, we got
Go ahead.
recording here. You're on a body mic.
Go ahead.
I suggest you come on out the car.
Go ahead.
You a white shirt?
What's that?
A white shirt. I'm asking for a white shirt. I don't know what's going on. I just gave him my information. I don't know what's going on now.
Right. That's what I'm.
It's who?
Listen. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay?
I don't know what's going on. I never got out of the
because
vehicle
he
from
said
being in the
I rolled
passenger
window
side.
down.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
asked for
I
my
never
license
got.
and insurance. I gave it to him.
Right.
Okay. Now he asked the man.
But y'all got white shirts here?
That's sitting beside me. He asked
Y'all
for
got
his
somebody in
ID.
charge,
He
y'all.
said he didn't have any ID.
Well, I just gave him
Okay.
my information.
So they asked him, you know, and I said,
Oh,
said,
I just gave
"Officer,
both
can
of them
you
my
please give me a
information.
ticket? If you
Y'all
gonna
got
give
my
me a ticket
information,
for-
right?
For my license. I mean,
What
if
you
you're
do
gonna
with
give me a
that- what you do with
ticket
that
for
piece
no
of paper?
for no seatbelt, if you're gonna give me a ticket for no seatbelt, right here, then just give me a ticket so I can go to the hospital because the doctor called me to tell me to come in because my mom is about to pass away. All right, so I guess he's looking for his information in his book bag. When he digs in his book bag, they pulls a gun out. What was the purpose of a gun? And now they asking me to open my door so I can get out. I'm scared. If you can pull out a gun in front of 2 kids in the back seat. Do
you understand?
Yes.
All right.
No, don't mess my. Now they about to mess my. No.
I'm not the operator
Now
of
they
this
about to
vehicle.
bless
So
my window.
if you do that, all right. I'm not the operation in this vehicle.
Are you gonna open the door?
Why do you say somebody's not gonna hurt you? People are getting shot by the police.
Oh, damn! Ah! Ah!
That was crazy. That is horrible. This is a horrible situation.
He don't even know my name and tell him I have a warrant. What did he do? That's what I'm saying. For what? For what?
From Louisiana.
For what? For what?
Yeah.
I don't even live in Louisiana, so how would I have a... You don't know my name, so how can you tell me I have an open warrant in Louisiana?
Sir, stop.
Clarence,
Calvary coming.
Okay, well, you know that's your fault.
Sir.
You just pulled up in front of my house and then... I don't trust, cause you shaking like you scared or something.
You're pulling.
Okay. You shaking like you scared.
He don't live in Louisiana.
I don't even live in Louisiana. How the hell would I have a warrant in Louisiana?
Quentin, you already said your name was that.
My name is not Quentin. What the f is wrong with you?
Sir, his name is not Quentin.
Then let's see the ID and we'll be done.
Okay, hold on.
It's 8 different names. You walked up here and told me 3 different names.
Hold on.
The third name you just... No.
Clint.
No, I'm not gonna be the next you feel.
No.
No.
Stop.
His name is not Quentin.
Then let's do this and be done. I got no probable cause. I got
You just stopped in front of my house.
Yes, I know who you are.
It's you know what's my name? Man, that. You shaking like you scared. I'm not gonna let you put me in handcuffs.
Please stop. Please stop.
My name is not no fucking Quentin. You don't even know my name and tell me I got a warrant in Louisiana?
Okay. Yes. You
Do I look like a...
You want me to
Show me the picture. Show me the picture.
Okay, wait.
Just walk with me.
Nah,
walk with me.
No.
Please, he's not going nowhere. He's not going nowhere.
I need your supervisor or somebody
I am the
else.
supervisor. Come on.
Well, let me see your stripes. Well, I need somebody
here to front of the car.
No, you're not gonna get me to your car. No.
Sir.
Put my yard on my property. That.
Calm down. Just calm
You
down.
stop. You stop.
Who are you looking for?
That's what
His
I'm
name
saying.
is not Quentin.
Quentin. You think I'm from because I got dreads or something? No. You just pulled up in front of my house and told me I got a warrant in Louisiana. So what? That's my dog.
That's our dog.
That's
our dog.
Go in the house. Look, man.
Sir, that's our dog.
Don't you touching me while you shaking. You need to step back and calm down. No, that.
Get my phone out of the car.
There you got him running.
Get my phone out of the
Calm
car.
down.
Here's the deal. Doesn't that look a lot like you?
No, that don't look like
That's
me.
not him.
What's wrong with you, man? What you trying to say? Cause I got dreads and I'm black, that's me?
No.
That's not him.
She can see that's not me from over there.
No,
what? Stop. You got no problem?
My name, you ain't got no You ain't,
No, please stop. Please stop. Please leave him alone, please. No, please, that is not him. Please leave him alone.
Man, get out my yard,
I need
man.
to report on this. I need to report.
No, you need to get the out of my yard. You just said I'm somebody named Quentin. You got dreads and he black.
Come on.
What the is that?
Okay, come on.
Nah, what's that?
Okay.
Now you want to leave, right?
No, I want to do a report on
No, you need to get somebody here that's over you because you just made the biggest mistake.
Why?
How the you pull in front of my yard because I'm black with dreads and tell me I got a warrant?
Okay.
No,
He just
racist.
my kids was out here. No.
One of my f***ing kids.
Okay.
What, you need to get this over here.
But he didn't even answer his name.
Let me no.
Do y'all hear how peaceful and quiet it is out here? What's amazing to me is come up twice, not amongst believers, but amongst people who always have questions. Everybody got questions about everything. And I think something is really going on. You know, it's obvious that the government has developed over the years an attitude to scare people from doing communities. Because every time you turn around, you like that community they had out in California. They went and dismantled it and shut it down for trumped up charges. They went into Waco, trumped up charges, and just literally murdered those people. Even Randy Weaver, who thought to just live on his own, mind his own business, they came up and shot his wife through the head while holding a baby in her hand. And it's sad what goes on in this world. It's sad what goes on in our society. It really truly is. because a lot of things that happen in the world, and of course then there's the infamous, let me cut this light off. Nobody's in here, but we giving Tri-County a lot of money. Of course then there's the infamous Jim Jones. And it's amazing how that they have so conditioned the society, and that how they have so conditioned the world, that anytime you think about embarking on actually obeying what that Bible says, literally obeying what that Bible says. I mean, if you go read what Jesus said, if you go read Acts chapter 2, if you would read it, Acts chapter 4, if you would read it, you will see the blueprint is sitting right there to what we're doing. I came to this just by reading the book. Straightway is the manifestation of what you read in the book. But it is amazing how that the government heinously went in and murdered a bunch of people, trumped up charges against people, saying things unlawful, wicked, and it's sad. And then they plastered all over news for the sole purpose to get you to be fearful or ever even embarking on and doing such a thing, because they already have the general public and the population conditioned to call anybody who's living the way we do a cult. You know, it's amazing. I just got finished walking past 3 houses down there. We got a fourplex right here. Got a shop down here. We have a pavilion right there. What you will commonly call a picnic table area. Right over here, we have a dump trailer. We have a 16-foot, a 24-foot trailer, and then another small trailer. And then, of course, this is our garden area. And then right over here is our children's playground. See the children's playground? Then, right behind me is another home, shower house, and everything what you see, you know, blase, blase, blase. So then by the time you turn around and you see the children's playground right there, and you see the dining hall, dining facility, and then of course over here you see another little small shower house we use for the saints during tabernacles and during the feast days. What is so wrong with us developing a homestead in a place, buying a plot of land, and all of us knowing who our neighbors are? What is wrong with that? And why is there such a negative stigma against it? I don't get it. I'll tell you the reason why. Because the government would rather for you to live in what they call neighborhoods, to where you don't even know who your neighbor is. They don't want anybody to be in a cohesive unit. They don't want nobody to be together, because it's the old adage of divide and conquer. And anytime, you know, it's easier to conquer a people when they're divided against each other, when your neighbor is on a neighborhood watch, watching out for you, to be able to snitch on you for something that you're doing, when everybody should be minding their own business. And they have come up with this type of society, sold it to you, and you actually, and they actually have you dependent upon them. What fools can you be? You see, out here, we can pick and choose our own neighbors. We can. Those who are in like precious faith. We have a diversity of people out here in this community. And that, make no mistake about it, the reason why the government and everybody is already so fearful of this, they are afraid of your unity. They're afraid of your love. You know why? Because you just can't come running up in a place like this, trumping up charges and lying all over us, all over the place. And one thing about Straightway, we're known worldwide, all over the place. And videos, they put us out here exactly who we are as a people. So if somebody try to come and chump up charges and try to lie on us, just kind of like they do on the internet, or you follow me, it's just simply not gonna stick. And people got a mouth and move, they can move it all they want, lie all they want. I'm the type of person that always don't mind facing my accuser, one bit, I don't. But that's the sole purpose and reason. And they have learned how to condition the public through the news media and paint a pessimistic attitude and mindset towards people, to anyone who lives in common unity. They've got you calling places like it's a compound. You tell me what that place is when you're living in stairway living in apartments downtown in Nashville or downtown in any major city, to where you're stacked up on each other like sardines, where if you stomp your feet, you can hear up under and through those thin walls exactly what your neighbor is doing. You tell me what that is when you have homes, you spread your arms out twice and you're touching each other's home and house. You tell me what that is. I call that general population control. Out here, you have freedom and liberty. We have land over here. We've got land behind us up here. and land over there. And there are a couple of homes up there that we have built. What's wrong with us building a place to where we know who our family are and who our people are? I'm telling you, you've been gamed. You have literally been gamed, and they have used the greatest tool of the enemy to game you, which is fear.